flame behind stained glass, too bright to touch, too pure to last. I watched you dance with borrowed light while I stood hidden from your sight. You smiled like I was never there, a phantom breath in warmer air. My name stayed silent on your lips, like oceans longing for a ship. I carved your face into my sky, but stars like you don't live, they die. You're the song I couldn't play, a dream that fades with breaking day. You're the ache that never speaks, the tear that burns along my cheek. I loved you loud but held you quiet. My heart's your storm, I couldn't riot. You were someone else's vow, and I just thunder without the cloud. I traced you through a life I never knew, writing stories not meant for two. I kissed the space where you'd have been, like wind against a window pane. To want you was to learn restraint, a sinner longing for a saint. I touched the edge of what was real, then sank beneath what I can't feel. You're the fire behind the gate, the love the angels won't translate, the rose that bloomed in someone's hand while I just held a shadow strand. You were never mine to keep, but still you hold me in my sleep. I screamed into a midnight rain, but silence answered back again. You're the line I never crossed, a light I followed, still got lost. The sweetest lie I ever told, a love too wild, too rare to hold. You live where I can't ever go, but I loved you more than you'll ever know. Still chasing echoes down this road of a love I couldn't hold. Dusty pages turned by weary hands, stories inked in shifting sands, a tale half whispered in the fading light, promises broken like glass in the night. We carved our names in the bark of time, the words dissolved, lost their rhyme. A fragile thread that frayed too soon, caught in the shadow of a restless moon. This unfinished tale keeps burning inside, a ghost that lingers when the world's gone blind. We chased the dawn, but fell to the past, love like a shadow that couldn't last. And I'm still holding on to what never was, a story suspended between hope and loss. Echoes haunt the corners of my mind, silent screams that won't unwind. You left the ink dry on an empty page, trapped between fury and fading rage. If we're just fragments of what could have been? Why does the pain feel like a win? A shattered mirror reflecting us, pieces scattered in the dust. This unfinished tale keeps burning inside, a ghost that lingers when the world's gone blind. We chase the dawn, but fell to the past. Love like a shadow that couldn't last. And I'm still holding on to what never was, a story suspended between hope and loss. Maybe someday the pages will turn, lessons learned from the scars that burn. But until then I'll walk through the flame with your whispered name, still calling my name. Is all I own, a heart half healed, a soul alone. We built a dream just to watch it fall, a silent echo down a forgotten hall. Still holding on to what never was, our story, an endless call, an unfinished tale, lost between love and loss. I carved your name on a map of stars, thought love would guide me home through scars. But every road I take bends wrong since you've been gone. I don't belong. I lit a match to chase your flame, but burned my shadow just the same. Now I'm drifting where the silence grows, with nothing left but what I chose. I'm lost in the fog of your goodbye. My compass broke beneath the lie. You were my north, my southern shore, but now your ghost walks every door. I gave you all and watched me part. Now I'm a man without a chart, wandering through the wreck I start, with the compass of a broken heart. You painted love in midnight tones, I sang along in fractured bones. The signs all scream, but I stayed blind. Love's cruelest trick is feeling kind. I chased the sound of what we had, a melody turned bitter sad. Now all the like a guess. Each breath a deeper wilderness. You left no trail, just fading skies and questions carved in lullabies. I'm lost in the fog of your goodbye. My compass broke beneath the light. You were the flame, the shore, the spark. Now I drown in roads gone dark. I gave you soul, I gave you start, and now I live in shattered parts, still searching where the healing starts, with the compass of a broken heart. And I still walk, but I don't know where. Your voice still lingers in the walls, like echoes trapped in chapel halls. I reach for shadows on my skin. They vanish where you should have been. We used to dance where fire bloomed. Now I lie still in this quiet room. The clock ticks loud against my chest, counting the dreams I lay to rest. I was left behind in silence, where your goodbye never screamed. Just the weight of words unspoken, and the crack in every dream. If love was meant to save me, why did it leave me blind? Now I breathe in the stillness, and it's louder than your lies. I kissed your ghost in empty air, felt your warmth, but you weren't there. I wear your name beneath my skin, a fading bruise that aches within. I was left behind in silence, where the truth refused to shine. You took the colors from my sky and turned my soul to twine. If love was ever honest, it died without a sign. Now I speak to empty silence, like it owes me back the time. Oh, the stillness ain't peace, it's prison, a song with no decision. You close the door without a sound, but the quiet still drags me down. I was left behind in silence, where your ghost still knows my name. Built a castle out of sorrow and crowned myself in shame. If love could hear me scream, would it dare to turn around, or just leave me here in silence, buried but never found? In silence I remain. fading sky, tracing constellations of where we once are. Every mile of memory carved deep in a grain, but these roads unravel, calling out in vain. I chase the ghost of a place I can't find, lost in the echoes, lost in my mind. On this journey without a home, drifting through shadows all alone. No compass, no stars to guide me through, just the ache of a heart that never knew where to turn when the path's undone. A wandering soul with nowhere to run. Faces blur like smoke in the wind's embrace, fingers grasp at moments time won't replace. Silent prayers on highways stripped bare, hoping for a sign, but no one's there. I chase the ghost of a place I can't find, lost in the echoes, lost in my mind. On this journey without a home, drifting through shadows all alone. No compass, no stars to guide me through, just the ache of a heart that never knew where to turn when the path's undone. A wandering soul with nowhere to run. On this journey without a home, drifting through shadows all alone. No compass, no stars to guide me through, just the ache of a heart that never knew where to turn when the path's undone. A wandering soul with nowhere to run. The clock hands frozen bitter truth, a silence thicker than the years. I walk the halls of fading youth, unarmed against the tide of tears. Your shadow lingers in the frame, a portrait cracked by whispered lies. I never packed a bag for pain, or packed my soul to say goodbye. I was never prepared for goodbye. No script to read, no last embrace, just hollow echoes and unsaid lies. The empty space you left in place. If love's a flame, then I was blind to see the smoke before the fire. Now I'm left chasing what I for goodbye. You slipped away like fading dusk. No final word, no closing door. Just memories turned into rust, and echoes knocking on my core. The bed still holds your silent shape, cold sheets that whisper not yet gone. I count the moments I could escape, but find the night is far too long. I was never prepared for goodbye. No script to read, no last embrace, just hollow echoes and unsaid lies. The empty space you left in place. If love's a flame, then I was blind to see the smoke before the fire. Now I'm left chasing what I can't find. I was never prepared for goodbye. The road unwinds beneath my feet, a path of ghosts and broken dreams. I wear the scars of love's defeat and drown in all the in-betweens. I was never prepared for goodbye. No script to read, no last embrace, just hollow echoes and unsaid lies. The empty space you left in place. If love's a flame, then I was blind to see the smoke before the fire. Now I'm left chasing what I can't find. I was never prepared. No warning came, no final sign, just silent tears in the unmade time. I stand alone where shadows lie, forever unprepared for goodbye.
Caught beneath the sky that's heavy with your name. Every breath a tether, every thought a flame. I walk the edge where shadows bleed to gray, lost inside the silence where you slipped away. Your ghost still lingers like a faded tattoo, etched on the corners of a heart I never knew. I reach through darkness, hands that only find the echoes of a love that's left me behind. I'm shackled to the longing, trapped inside the ache, drowning in the quiet that your absence makes. Every heartbeat's hostage, every sigh's a crime, bound by the chains of time. No release from the yearning, no shelter in the night. A prisoner of shadows, waiting for your light. I trace the wounds that never learned to heal, haunted by the weight of things I can't unfeel. The clock keeps ticking but the hours stall, caught in the gravity of your silent call. Words like ashes fall between my hands, promises broken on forgotten sand. Still I'm tethered to the dream we left undone, a restless soul beneath the setting sun. I'm shackled to the longing, trapped inside the ache, drowning in the quiet that your absence made. Every heartbeat's hostage, every sigh's a crime, bound by the chains of time. No release from the yearning, no shelter in the night. A prisoner of shadows, waiting for your light. Left your silence on my windowsill, like a ghost that breathes when the night stands still. The bed still holds your shape in the sheets, but your warmth walked out with your heartbeat. The whiskey doesn't blur your name, it carves it deeper in fading light. I wear your memory like a bleeding ring. It shines, it stings, it says everything. This wounded heart beats in black and gold, a story untold but far too old. I gave you the stars, you gave me the rain. Now I'm dancing in thunder, soaked in your pain. Can't fix the cracks with yesterday's glue, still bleeding now, the love I gave you. There's a map of us drawn on my skin. Every scar's a place you've been. You spoke of forever with a liar's tongue, left me holding songs that won't be sung. I lit every bridge you set on fire and watched them burn like funeral pyres. But your ashes sleep in my open hands, the part of you that still understands. This wounded heart won't learn to lie, it still writes you into every sky. I gave you my soul in a rusted frame. You signed it in tears, then whispered my name. Now every echo cuts straight through a song of a man you never knew. Yeah. You were the spark and I was the flame, but the smoke spelled out a different name. Now I stand in the ruins, dressed in regret, a love I remember, a truth you forget. This wounded heart keeps dragging chains through empty streets and midnight trains. I gave you the best, you broke the rest. Now your ghost won't let me forget. I'm torn between the then and the true, still bleeding now, the love I gave you, still bleeding now. The love I gave you. I wear this ache like broken glass, 1,000 shards where sunlight passed. Your memories a fading flame that burns in silence, calls my name. I tried to run, I tried to hide, but every shadow's by my side. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No boundaries
sight. I grasp for hope through tangled dreams, but nothing's ever as it seems. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bone to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales untold. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bone to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales untold. Still broken, still burning, still standing on the edge of dawn. Beneath this skin, a storm untamed, words like thunder, but unexplained. A silent riot behind these eyes, caught between truth and desperate lies. You reach for shadows I can't touch, tracing lines that mean too much. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Echoes drown in empty halls, my voice a ghost that softly calls, trying to speak in riddles and smoke, but all that's left are words unbroke. You reach for shadows I can't touch, tracing lines that mean too much. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the
fragile heart caught in between. Still I go a free. If I could paint the scars inside, would you stay or turn the tide? A broken mirror holds my face, fractured soul I can't replace. Are you dispelled of me, rulers, denying wars I'll never win? These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Whispered fires beneath the skin, a war I'll never win, a rover out between. The shadows stretch where your arms once lay, a cold reminder of the words we never say. Fingers slip like smoke through cracked glass, a fragile moment that shattered too fast. If I could rewind the broken time, hold you close beneath the fading light, I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. If I'd held you longer, could I steal the pain, or would the night still echo your name? Your ghost still lingers in the empty air, a bittersweet song hanging everywhere. The space between us, a hollow refrain, where love's last echo whispers your name. If I could rewind the broken time, hold you close beneath the fading light, I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. kissed me with a winter smile, said don't wait up, it's just a while. But the door swung like a guillotine, left echoes dancing where you'd been. I poured your name into the glass, drank it slow till the silence passed. I'm laughing through the rain again, broken jokes with phantom friends. My tears wear masks no eyes can trace. I bleed behind this painted face. They say I'm fine, yeah sure I am. I only laugh so I don't damn. The bed still holds your shape in dust, your necklace rust where it was touched. I hum our song in bitter key, the melody won't set me free. I burn old letters just to feel some ashes still remember real. I'm laughing through the rain again, midnight clowns in a hollow den. The mirror marks with cracked delight, while I hold on to losing fights. Yeah, I smile, 'cause screams don't land. I only laugh so I don't damn. Truth is a joke when no one's near. Hope is a lie, I wear sincere. I'm laughing through the rain again, punching walls with ink-stained hands. My jokes are graves I dig alone, but I still call this ruin home. So let me laugh, that's all I am. I only laugh so I don't damn. Still laughing, still bleeding, but never damned. I trace the edges of your ghost, fingers cold but I hold on close. Every promise, every lie, carved in time beneath my sky. Screaming silence, walls don't hear, lost in echoes of what was near. I can't let go though you've gone away. The shadow's grip won't fade away. Haunted by the love I knew, drowning in the loss of you. This heart's a prisoner, bound in chains, caught between the joy and pain. Your name still burns in midnight's flame, a whispered call, a bittersweet pain. I walk the its bled beneath the dust. A love that lived between the lines, too loud for truth, too lost for time. Your eyes held words you'd never say, mine held storms I locked away. We kissed behind the curtain's fold, where whispers dead but truth grew cold. We were fire without a flame, a song too raw to take the blame. This is the story we couldn't speak, buried in glance, trembling and weak. We danced like thunder in a cage, two hearts that burned but feared the stage. No ink, no page, just haunted air, but love still lingers won't teach. I held your hand but not your name, and you wore guilt like velvet shame. We built a home in stolen hours, grew roses deep in wilting towers. But love like that can't find the day, it dies where light gets in the way. The world was blind to what we knew, but even silence can feel true. This is the story we couldn't speak, choked in the throat of the hearts we keep. A tale written in blinking eyes and buried under midnight skies. No oath, no ring, no final bow, just what we were and can be now. We were verses made of glass, too fragile for a world too fast. But I still hear you in the rain, in every note, in every strain. This is the story we couldn't speak, but I still sing it when I'm weak. You're the ache behind each rhyme, the reason I still curse the time. No one will know what we became, but I still burn inside your name. A silent song, a love unshown, but some truths bloom when left alone. Pages torn from a melody, words that stumble, lost in reverie. A whisper caught between the lines, a story paused in borrowed time. The silence hums what we never said, notes unsung hanging over my head. It's a song left hanging in the dark, a broken echo of a fractured heart. Every corner wound that never heals, a restless soul the music steals. Incomplete, but still I play. won't decay. Fingers trace the ghost of sound, where every promise once was found. The bridge that never found its place, like memories I can't erase. The silence harms what we never said. Notes unsung hanging over my head. It's a song left hanging in the dark, a broken echo of a fractured heart. Every chord a wound that never heals, a restless soul the music steals. Incomplete, but still I play the tune that fades but won't decay. It's a song left hanging in the dark, a broken echo of a fractured heart. Every chord a wound that never heals, a restless soul the music steals. Incomplete, but still I play the tune that fades but won't decay. The song unfinished, but forever mine. I walk a path your footsteps made, ghosts of you in every shade. A silhouette that haunts my days, where light once danced, now shadows blaze. Tried to break free, but chains remain. Your whisper echoes in my veins. Living in your shadow's wake, a heart that's caught too tight to break. Fighting through the endless night, chasing dawn beyond your light. You're the storm that never fades, the ghost inside that haunts my days. Your name's a wound I never heal, a secret pain too deep to steal. I bleed in silence, speak in tears, caught between hope and buried fears. I'm reaching out, but grasping air, lost in echoes of despair. Living in your shadow's wake, a heart that's caught too tight to break. Fighting through the endless night, chasing still here beneath your shadows sway. There's dust on your letter, still folded in time, like a prayer I forgot how to write. I sleep on the edge of the words you once said, haunted by echoes that won't leave my head. Your shadow still leans on the door every night, like it's waiting for morning to set it right. But dawn never comes in this part of my mind, just the whisper of what we left behind. I'm trapped in the memory, locked in your flame, calling your name in a house with no name. The mirror still shows us, but only the lie. A moment too perfect to ever survive. These walls are made of yesterday's skin, and I can't break out, though I've tried to begin. Your perfume still lives in the cracks of the floor, where we dance like fools, asking fate for more. I keep replaying the song that we claimed, each note a confession, each silence a flame. There's a picture that hangs like a crime on the wall. We're smiling in smoke before the fall. You are forever like a borrowed coat, then vanished in silence, leaving your ghost. I'm trapped in the memory, drowning in days. The clock can spin, but I still stay. The pages are yellow, the ink nearly gone, but your goodbye still plays like a song. I'm chained to a kiss that never grew old, frozen inside what I never let go. You don't even know you still own me this way, a prisoner of a time that refused to decay. I light one more match just to feel you near, but the flame only burns what we held dear. I'm trapped in the memory, lost in your eyes, caught in the storm of love's sweet disguise. You vanished, but the ink stayed behind, a ghost I embrace when I'm trying to find a road out of yesterday's skin. But I fall right back in, I fall right back in, and I'm still trapped in the memory. I found your smile in a photograph, torn at the edge like the dreams we had. We
dance too slow for a world too fast, and love too deep for the moment to last. We were the spark in a pouring rain, two matches lit but struck in vain. Right hearts, wrong clocks, forever's echo in a ticking box. We were fire, we were fate, but we arrived too late. You were the song I never learned to sing. I was the wind that missed your wing. We were perfect in a crooked rhyme, but baby, we were love just out of time. You spoke of futures I still dream in, but morning came and stole the feeling. The bed was warm but so alone. Your voice still lingers in the dial tone. Every street I walk recalls your face. Every silence holds your trace. But time, cruel, relentless thief, took you away with no belief. We were fire, we were fate, but we arrived too late. You were the verse my soul composed, but life turned pages we never chose. We were thunder in a sunlit sky, but baby, we were love just out of time. We were love just out of time. I still talk to stars like you're listening. Tell the night what the day keeps missing. If hearts had calendars, we might have stayed, but fate drew borders we couldn't trade. We were fire, we were fate, but the hour's always too late. You were the light I never held. I was the truth you never spelled. We were flawless in a shattered rhyme, but baby, we were love just out of time. Just out of time.
Ink bleeds slow on a weathered page, tracing shadows of a restless age. Words left hanging on the edge of dawn, a melody drowned before it's born. Every sentence like a fading star, burning bright but never far. This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Broken chords beneath the silent sky, notes that tremble but never die. Echoes caught in a trembling breath, a love that lingers beyond regret. Every sentence like a fading star, burning bright but never far. This love's an unfinished still drips on a restless page. Love remains untamed, uncaged. Pages wanting, bleeding dry, verses trapped beneath the fading sky. Whispers echo silent scars, melodies lost between near and far. Chasing ghosts of rhymes once sung, haunted by the ticking of the undead. Words tremble upon my tongue, silent songs forever young. This is the song I never finished. Broken chords, dreams diminished. Love that slipped through cracks of truth. Fading echoes of my youth. Still it plays within my mind. A tune I never could define. Notes like shadows rise and fall, fragments of a distant call. Each chorus left incomplete, a heart that stumbles, skips its beat. Riding silence in between spaces where we've never been, haunted by what might have been. In the song I never sang, this is the song I never finished. Broken chords, dreams diminished. Love that slipped through cracks of truth. Fading echoes of my youth. Still it plays within my mind. A tune I never could I never finished. Ashes of a love once burned, trace the lines where bridges turned. Beneath the rubble, hearts still beat, fragile pulses, bittersweet. I walked through storms with open hands, felt the silence of shifting sands. But in the wreckage, something grew, a tender flame breaking through. This is love after the scars, a whispered hope beneath the stars. Though the wounds run deep and wide, I'm learning how to stand inside. Love that's bruised but still alive. shadows linger, darkness calls, yet in the quiet, soft and slow, new roots find ways to grow. Every tear that stained the past built a bridge too strong to last. And in the healing's fragile glow, I find a way to let you know this is love after the scars, a whispered hope beneath the stars. Though the wounds run deep and wide, I'm learning how to stand inside love that's bruised but still alive. A second chance to survive. That still shine a light breaking through. A fire on shifting sand, chasing stars with broken hands. Your kiss was smoke, sweet and wild, but even angels get exiled. You traced a map across my chest, promised truth with every breath. But somewhere down that painted line, we left our compass far behind. Love in the wrong direction, we drove blind through our reflection. Every forever we ever said was carved in ice that cracked and bled. You were the flame I held too tight. Now I'm just ashes in the night, lost in love's miscalculated course, riding hope like a dying horse. You sang like spring through winter's door, but silence sleeps where dreams once soared. You needed more than I could be, and I wore chains I couldn't see. The signs were there in every fight, but we painted them in candlelight. Too proud to turn, too scared to stay. We called that madness love each day. Love in the wrong direction, wrote our names in contradiction. You were the answer I believed, even when I couldn't breathe. We danced through fire on fragile glass, mistaking wounds for what would last. But every mile just fed the storm, till even lies felt safe and warm. Now I drive these roads alone, radio ghost and monotone. And though your voice still haunts the air, I know you're gone, and you're not there. Love in the wrong direction, no more prayers, no resurrection. Just burned out vows and borrowed time, hung ocean. I found your voice in the crack of dawn, lurking between the still and the gone. Your shadows curled in my favorite chair, but your warmth's no longer there. I lit a candle for the years we lost, watched the flame blink through the frost. Love once bloomed where silence grows, now the wind hums when no one knows. And I was the verse you never sang, a name erased when the church bells rang. You kissed me like the world might end, but left before the light could bend. I'm standing in the echo of a long forgotten love. We carved our names on the window pane, but time rained down and blurred the frame. Your promise slipped beneath the door, left like smoke through a broken floor. I held on tight to a dream undone, but stars don't stay when the night won't come. I sleep beside your memory's trace, cold as the moon on a stranger's face. I was the vow you never kept, a song half played before you left. You danced through fire and pulled away, left ashes where the love should stay. And now I breathe what's not enough, the dust of a forgotten love. Your name across the sky, but it faded with the morning cry. I was the verse you never sang, a name erased in the pouring rain. You held me once, then walked beyond, like a ghost with a borrowed song. Now I walk with what I dreamed of, the ghost of our forgotten love, our forgotten love. We trace the skyline with fingertips, drunk on the blush of moonlit sips. Your hand was fire, mine was faith. We danced where silence dared not wait, but seasons bend and time betrays. What bloomed in gold now drifts in gray. Traces through the heart still lay,
every vow, every breath we take. I wore your name like holy thread, even when love turned quiet and bled. I found your letters in the rain, blurred by salt spilled out in pain. We were a hymn without refrain. The candles glow, consumed by flame. I begged the dusk to make you stay, but dawn has its own cruel way. Traces through the heart still ache, echoes no shadow can remake. You were a fire I couldn't tame. Now only embers mouth your name. Between each beat I still confess I loved you more in brokenness. Traces through the heart remain, etched in joy, carved in pain. Though you're lost to the wind's decree, the road still bears your ghost in me. Traces through the heart. Whispers crawl beneath the midnight skin, a nameless trace where light grew thin. Fragments fall like rain on broken glass, echoes of a time that couldn't last. Fingers reach for ghosts that never stay, lost in the silence of yesterday. These nameless memories bleed in quiet rain, filling hollow spaces with whispered pain. A shadowed song that plays beneath the scars, a fading in the dark, but never far. Eyes like storms without a sky to find, drifting through the corners of my mind. Words unspoken, held beneath the skin, a fading fire that burns within.